This evening, honoring the life and legacy of Sylvester-Turner. You are looking live at Houston City Hall, where the former lawmaker and mayor is lying in state. A steady stream of people have been passing through, paying their respects all day today. Good early evening to you. I'm Mia Gradney in the KHOU 11 studios. Lynn Cannon is at City Hall, leading off our coverage at this hour. Lynn, hello. If you can, please describe for us the atmosphere on what must be an emotional day.
It has indeed been an emotional day, Mia. You have just 2 hours left to go inside City Hall to pay your respects to Sylvester-Turner. If you look over my shoulder at the top of those steps, that's where the guest book is that people sign before they can go inside. They write their name. You can then write a comment. I did that a little bit earlier. And then you go inside. Let's take you inside with a live look, that shot you were showing earlier. Once inside, you're not allowed to take any photographs or any video. People usually come in, they stand in front of the casket, they pray for a moment, and then they walk on. A little bit earlier, there was a long line of people, and I was standing in there watching, and I asked one of the staff members, I said, who is that? And they said, that's his congressional staff. So I don't know if they were here from Washington or just from his office here or both, but quite a few folks were here to pay their respects. Sylvester-Turner, we know, was mayor for 8 years. He was a state representative and only for a short time a congressman. But the one job he really loved was in this building as mayor of Houston. When I talked to him before he left office back in 2023, he said being the mayor in his hometown was, quote, the joy of a lifetime. In fact, he said if he could write his name in as a third-party candidate for a third term, he would do it. And then he laughed. I think he was only half joking, to be quite frank. Agochi Aloka has been here today. She's been hearing from people who went inside. Let's hear what they are telling her. Agochi?
We saw so many people lined up outside of Houston City Hall this morning in this very spot, all waiting their turn to say farewell to the beloved longtime public servant. Some shared fond memories of former Houston Mayor Sylvester-Turner with a straight face.
His kindness stretched across the board.
Congressman Turner had immense impact. He always showed up when we needed him to, and he was always there.
And others shed a few tears. Well, I see you kind of getting emotional. Can you talk to us about that?
Well, it's mostly like seeing him in the neighborhood, always interacting with the people, and how friendly he was, and working for him. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. We're all feeling it today.
It was a complete shock. I mean, I was at home when I saw it. My greatest memory of Sylvester is him on the dance floor. He loved to dance.
On top of cutting a rug, Turner made a lasting impact on people like James Briscoe with words of encouragement.
Personally, for me, I can remember being a young professional and I was speaking at an event, and he walked up on me and he said, young man, you're going to be special.
Even his colleagues noticed his compassion for the people he served. Mayor Whitmire talked about how he treated everyone equally, how he would work with anyone to really make the city better. Is it something that you got that feeling from when you saw him in action?
Yes, absolutely. The joy that he brought to the city. So it brings us all joy.
Joy that has now turned into sadness and disbelief as the community still copes with Turner's sudden death.
It's devastating. It's a tremendous loss for the city.
Yeah, gone but not forgotten. Turner's 1 p.m. funeral service is this Saturday in Houston at the Church Without Walls. Now, the family says the burial service just after that is private. Reporting outside of Houston City Hall, Ugochi Iloka, KHOU 11 News.
Agochi Aloka, thank you so much. Saw a lot of familiar faces out here today, covering Turner for the last 19 years. A lot of former members of his staff, some well-known folks, including the former fire chief of Houston, Sam Pena, who was with Turner throughout his 8 years as mayor. He told me he respected not only Turner's leadership ability, but he found something else even more impressive. Listen.
One of the things that I'm going to miss the most is his humanity. The man had a way of personally connecting with everybody that he met. He'd remember names, he'd remember birthdays, and that's special. That's special. And so it was evident to see, those connections that he made here in the city of Houston, just to see all the people out here. And he was Houston's biggest cheerleader.
Len,
That,
so
in
many
fact,
people
we
were-
know he was Houston's biggest cheerleader. Go ahead, Mia.
He was Houston's cheerleader, and the people showing up today for him to pay their respects. Thank you so much for sharing their thoughtful reflections. We'll see you again in about 7 minutes. And a reminder, streaming now on KHU 11 Plus, our 90-minute special on the life and times of Sylvester Turner. KHU 11 Plus is available through Roku, Fire, and Apple TV.